If you're thinking about living in Queens or you're just curious about what areas are really worth checking out, then today's video is going to be for you. Now, Queens, New York is one of the most unique boroughs in all of New York. It is where suburban life and city life meet right in the middle. So with Queens, you've got neighborhoods that feel like Manhattan's backyard and others that are gonna feel like you're living in a very, very quiet small town. There's history, there's incredible food, there's parks, there's culture, and there's just an energy that is completely its own. So in today's video, I'm gonna be breaking down the 10 places to live in Queens, New York, and I'm going to be giving you some real details that most people quite simply just completely overlook. So with that being said, let's jump in. So I'm going to start off today with number 10, and that is going to be Bayside, New York. So Bayside is going to be one of those neighborhoods that surprises people when they visit it for the first time. It's on the northeast end of Queens, and it gives you that real suburban feel while still being just a quick train ride away from Manhattan, which is very convenient. So you've got Bell Boulevard, which is the heart of Bayside. Okay, so that area is going to be lined with restaurants, bars, and cafes that stay busy all year round. You've got everything from casual spots like Bourbon Street to high-end sushi and Italian restaurants, all within a few blocks of each other, which is extremely convenient. Another one of my favorites is going to be the Bayside Marina and Crouch Run Park, which offer a great outdoor space. And you're close to the Cross Island Parkway and the Long Island Railroad Station, which makes commuting extremely easy. So housing here in Bayside ranges from co-ops to condos near Bell Boulevard to detached single-family homes on tree-lined streets all along Northern Boulevard. It's clean, it's well kept. It has that tight community energy without feeling too far away from the action. Okay, then you have number 9, okay, which is going to be Astoria. So Astoria is one of those neighborhoods that constantly reinvents itself. You've got that blend of old New York character with modern energy. Think, brownstones next to brand new luxury rentals. And then you have the food scene, which in Astoria is completely unreal. If you love restaurants, you like food from different cultures, you'll never run out of places to try. Ditmars Boulevard and Broadway are packed with spots ranging from authentic Greek tavernas to craft cocktail bars and brunch cafes. Some of the best you're gonna find anywhere in the city. Astoria Park is one of the best in the city, right along East River, with a view of the Manhattan skyline that is hard to beat anywhere. It's got running tracks, it's got tennis courts, and the famous outdoor pool. And one thing is, if you're commuting, you're just minutes away from Manhattan by subway. You're very nearby to LaGuardia Airport, which is a couple of minutes away. And so, yeah, Astoria's got that perfect mix of fun, accessibility, and it's always alive. A lot of things to do. Next is going to be number 8, which is going to be Forest Hills. Forest Hills feels like stepping into a completely different world, okay? So it's known for Forest Hills Gardens, an area with beautiful Tudor-style homes, winding streets, and a ton of greenery, okay? You've also got Austin Street, which I hang out on very often, which is packed with very good restaurants, coffee shops, boutiques, and small businesses. Great place to get suits as well if you're into good tailoring. Forest Hill Stadium is a big draw too. It hosts concerts, festivals, and even some tennis history from back in the day. So if you're a commuter, that's important to you. The E, the F, the M, and the R trains are all right there. Plus the Long Island Railroad at 71st Avenue, which can get you into Penn Station in just about 15 minutes. So it's very convenient. It's one of those neighborhoods that gives you peace and quiet, but still keeps you very, very close to the city. So next is going to be number 7. And number 7 is going to be Long Island City, very close to Astoria. Now, Long Island City, or also known as LIC, has completely transformed over the last decade. It used to be mostly industrial, and now it's a home to some of the most modern residential buildings that you're going to find in Queens and just in the city overall. Okay, you've got glass tower condos, you've got waterfront parks, you've got rooftop lounges, and you've got some incredible skyline views. Very nice when it's July 4th and things like that. Gantry Plaza State Park is the showpiece. It's that spot you always see in the photos right on the East River with the views of Midtown Manhattan. So the neighborhood has a growing art scene as well. You have the MoMA PS1 that is right there, along with smaller galleries and studios scattered throughout the area. LIC also has some of the best access to Manhattan of any neighborhood in Queens. You can hop on the 7 train, or you can take the ferry straight across, which is very, very convenient. LIC is extremely modern, it's fast-paced, and it's one of the most connected spots in the entire borough. So, number 6 is going to be Whitestone, New York. So Whitestone is another northeast Queens favorite of mine. It is quiet, it's residential, and it is full of pride in the community. The streets in Whitestone are wide, they're clean, they're very well kept, and you get a lot more space than you'd find closer to the city. I love Whitestone, one of my favorites. You're near Francis Lewis Park, which has water views and walking paths under the Whitestone Bridge. In my opinion, one of the most underrated spots in Queens. I like to go there sometimes just to take in the beautiful view. The Whitestone Shopping Center gives you all of the essentials nearby, and you're right next to the Cross Island Parkway, so that's convenient. It makes getting around very convenient. You're right there next to Long Island. Homes here tend to have yards, driveways, and that overall suburban feel that's hard to find in New York City. So if you're looking for calm, you're looking for space and convenience, Whitestone is going to be something that nails that. Okay, number 5 is going to be Jackson Heights. So Jackson Heights is one of the most architecturally interesting neighborhoods in Queens. Okay, you've got those classic pre-war co-ops with courtyards. You've also got tree-lined blocks, and you have a strong sense of local community. So you've got Roosevelt Avenue and you've got 37th Avenue are the main strips in Jackson Heights, and this area is going to be packed with restaurants, bakeries, and shops that bring a ton of life to the area. The food scene in this place is absolutely legendary. People come from all over the city just to eat here. And I'm talking about driving very far just to eat there. So transportation is also a huge plus. You've got multiple subway lines. You've got the E, you've got the F, you've got the M, you've got the R, the 7. That just gets you anywhere pretty much in New York. And when spring hits, the Jackson Heights Green Market is one of the best in the city. It's very vibrant, it's walkable, and it's always active, but it still feels like home once you're there. Number 4, okay, we're getting down this list here, is going to be Douglaston. So Douglaston doesn't always get the spotlight, but it's one of the most beautiful and unique neighborhoods in Queens. A lot of people don't really know that Douglaston is a part of Queens, really. It's never really talked about. It's right on the edge of Nassau County, so you get that peaceful suburban vibe, but with the New York City convenience. So there's places, you have the Douglaston Manor, which is an area filled with large homes, winding streets, and views of Little Neck Bay, which is gorgeous. You've got Alley Pond Park nearby, which is one of the largest parks in Queens, perfect for hiking, biking, and picnics. You have the Douglaston Long Island Railroad Station that can get you into Manhattan in just under 30 minutes, which is very convenient. And there's a small but charming local shopping area right by Northern Boulevard. It's quiet, it's scenic, and it gives you that escape from the city without ever leaving it. There's also a great golf course in the area called Alley Pond Golf Course, which is a great driving range if you like to play golf. Okay, number 3 is going to be Flushing. Now, Flushing is one of the most dynamic and historic neighborhoods in Queens, probably in the world as well. It's the true heartbeat of Eastern Queens. It's full of energy, it's full of incredible food, and it's full of major attractions. So you've got the Flushing Meadows Corona Park, which is absolutely massive. It's the home to the Citi Field, where the Mets play. I'm a Yankees fan. I like the Mets too. You got the US Open Tennis Center, you've got the Unisphere, and you've got miles of walking paths. So downtown Flushing is very busy, yes, but is also one of the best places in the city for dining, groceries, and everyday convenience. So if you are somebody who likes to have access to everything, trains, buses, shopping, restaurants, and parks, Flushing gives you that abundance that you're looking for. It is a neighborhood where you can really live, you can work, and you can play all within a few blocks. So number 2 on the list is going to be Sunnyside. So that's another neighborhood that's not really talked about much, but Sunnyside has become one of the most desirable areas in Queens. And honestly, it makes total sense to me. You've got cozy small town feel with a lively main street. You've got affordable local restaurants, and you've got incredible access to Manhattan. It is right there, very convenient to Manhattan. So Queens Boulevard and Skillman Avenue are where you're gonna find most of the action in Sunnyside. It's gonna be lined with cafes, pubs, and mom and pop shops. You got some really good bars there with some great bar food. There's a real community atmosphere in Sunnyside. You've got a lot of local festivals that go down there. You've got open street days. You've got block events that really keep the neighborhood connected. The 7 train runs straight through the area, so you can be in Midtown in under 15 minutes, which is extremely convenient. In this area, you're going to find a lot of classic brick apartment type of buildings. You're going to find charming pre-wars, and you're going to find some co-ops with private courtyards that feel straight out of a movie set. So Sunnyside is that perfect mix of accessibility and personality. And now for the main event here, number 1, which is gonna be Kew Gardens. Okay, so taking the top spot for me is Kew Gardens. It's one of those neighborhoods that still flies a little bit under the radar, but once you visit it, it just clicks. When it comes to Kew Gardens, you've got some beautiful architecture, you've got Tudor style buildings, you've got curved streets, and you've got a real old New York charm. So there's Forest Park right next door, which is one of the biggest parks in Queens. It's got trails, it's got horseback riding, and it's got golf, which is a personal favorite of mine because I'm trying to get better, working on my skills here, but I'm getting there. The downtown area around Lefferts Boulevard has cafes, it has restaurants, and it has small businesses that are going to give this place a very relaxed and a local feel. It's right near the E train and the F trains, the Long Island Railroad at Kew Gardens Station, and easy access to the Jackie Robinson Parkway, which can shoot you right into Brooklyn. It's peaceful, it's green, and it's full of character. So for people who want to be close to Manhattan, but still want to come home to quiet, peaceful streets and beautiful scenery, if that's you, then Kew Gardens is going to be the one. So I've got a couple of honorable mentions here because there's a lot of neighborhoods in Queens. A few other Queens neighborhoods definitely deserve a little bit of love here. Rego Park, great shopping at Queens Center Mall, and you've got a ton of very convenient transit. Next is gonna be Middle Village, which is peaceful, it's clean, and it's right next to the beautiful Juniper Valley Park. I used to play football there back in the days. You got College Point, fantastic water views, and a growing mix of homes and businesses. Each of these areas brings a little bit something different to the table, depending on what kind of lifestyle you're after. It's a couple of things that I just want to put out there is that Queens is really the most diverse borough, not just in people, but in lifestyle, and honestly, probably in the world. I think statistically, it's the most diverse in the world. You can live by the water, you can live near a bustling downtown, or on a quiet tree-lined block that feels miles away from the city, and all of it is still within New York, which is something to really think about. The key is really to just explore. Spend time in the areas you're curious about, grab lunch at a local spot, walk around and just feel the energy, feel the vibes of the place that you're in. Every neighborhood kind of has its own rhythm in Queens, and finding the one that matches yours is gonna be what really makes all of the difference. If you found this video helpful, don't stop here. Click the video on your screen right here, right there, to join my free webinar called From Hesitant to Homeowner, How Smart Buyers Win in Any Market. So click that video right now, and I will see you inside of the webinar. Take care, have a great day.